Okay, so the first thing I want to address in my vlog is, I don't know if you can see my hand. This is the Diva, the bronze without any base. This is the Diva with water. I don't know if you can tell the difference between the two, but I can definitely see more metallic stand out. Uh, this is Dragon Scales with no base. And this is Dragon Scales with a base. It's these two. So yeah, those are the swatches of her colors. I believe Diva is no longer available, but definitely Nymph and Dragon Scales are. And she even changed the formulas and improved them. And I think it's because, but this vlog's going to be out because of all the negativity that's been surrounding her. And I'm doing this vlog because I'm just tired of people coming at me. And and I have to say, they don't attack me about it, but I'm just really tired of it. I like Lime Crime. I love Lime Crime. They're probably my favorite loose shadows of all the loose shadows that I've ever tried. I like them. I have a couple of Max shadows. I like them better than Mac. Pigments. Yeah, I've bought a lot of different pigment companies, and I don't know, just her colors always stood out to me. Found out about her thirst markage, and a lot of people were following her Doe Dear Blogazine for a while. So, you could check that out if you want to find out her story of how she started doing makeup. But some horrible controversy is going on still to this day, and it gets worse and worse, and it even borders on the ridiculous, the stuff that's going on about Lime Crime. And the first thing that I want to say is that everybody buys their pigments from somebody. I know that these things come in like mica form. People can get their micas from Coastal Scents. People can get their micas from, I think, Trading, whatever company. People have to buy their micas from somewhere. Unless, I don't know how they make it, but you can't just make a color. It's derived from a plant or something else, and or something from nature, and it's put into a mica form, and then you have to add stuff to that mica in order for that mica to stick to your eyes. So everybody buys their pigments. They have to buy their micas from somebody. Then they're supposed to put additives to make it into to make it into an eyeshadow so it will stick to your eye. If you do not do that, it will not stick to your eyes. It'll just come right off. I was speaking, like I said, I've bought pigments from many different companies, and one lady told me that the supplier that she gets hers from, at least 5 other women who are out there selling pigments online, get their micas from this same woman. And so this other woman, I'm not even naming names, but another woman told me, we all buy our micas from her, and all she asks us to do is change it a little bit, add a little something, make it a little different, make it your own. So that's what she told me. So this thing that's going on online about that Xenia or Lime Crime buys all their stuff from the I think it's called the Trading Company, and then buys it for $12 a pound and sells it for $12 an ounce, so whatever. First of all, when all these companies are out to make money, I wouldn't buy my micas for 12 cents and then sell them for 12 cents. You have to buy all the ingredients, you have to buy the jars, you have to buy the ingredients to make them into whatever other colors you want to mix them with, whatever glitters or metallics or whatever you want to mix it with. You have to buy the jars. You have to sanitize everything. You have to, you have overhead, and so nobody is going to sell their pigments for 12 cents. Nobody. So that's one thing that's going on around her, which absolutely, it's just ridiculous that's the big accusation. The second big accusation is that okay, she's just rebottling it, and she's not changing it. I don't know if that's true. Only, I think only God and Xenia knows. But how does trading company know, or whatever their name is, know that Xenia or Lime Crime does this unless they're in her house seeing her do this? So I really don't like when people make accusations against other companies, or against anybody. You know, you can say anything you want online, and it's up to people to whether they want to believe it or not. I have almost all of Lime Crime's eye dusts, and only one gave me trouble applying to my eyes. All the other ones applied fine. Only one gave me trouble. So what, out of like 25, 30 colors that I have, only one. And Xenia herself says, and most people will tell you, most people will tell you should put a base on anyway to really make the color pop. I know, you know, Xenia's story was that her favorite color was lime, which is why her company is called Lime Crime, and she would buy lime colored eyeshadows, and they wouldn't. A lot, you know, how did you buy an eyeshadow? Oh, so pretty, you put it on. That's not the color that's in the jar. It's not sticking. So that's when she made she decided to make her own eyeshadows. It's, you know, so bright it's illegal. So like I said, out of all I must have 30 colors, only one gave me a problem. So that's the other thing is that they're saying, oh, if you match all of Xenia's colors or all of Lime Crime colors to the trading company, you're going to see they're exactly the same. Again, everybody who sells pigments have to buy their micas from somewhere. So even if they were exactly the same, hello, whoever you bought it from, your pigments are going to look like them. Their pigments, you bought it from them. Again, to me, that's just another accusation. And then some of the women who actually, got the trading company ones, put it on their hands, then put Xenia's on. They are not, as far as I'm concerned, they're not exactly the same. At least, you know, that's my monitor on the screen is what's showing me is that they're not exactly the same. I have never found an orange with a silvery shimmer in it. Never in my life. She had that, Cleopatra. Also, her e.l.f. is, like, to me, the perfect light green, because most light greens will have a gold shimmer in it. Hers did not. At least not the batch that I got them from. So to me, what impressed me about Xenia was, to me, those colors were unique. And believe you me, I went on a hunt for colors, and I've bought from many, you know, different companies. So in my opinion, they're not exactly the same, because they are asked, or they are supposed to change it a little bit just to give it your own little signature in it. But even if they were, hello, if she bought it from them, if she did, again, I don't know, yeah, it's going to look the same. Again, everybody has to buy their ingredients from somewhere. So, you know, I just felt that those accusations were just really stupid. And I wondered if maybe that company did that on purpose so you'd run to them and buy all their stuff at cheaper. And that's fine. You know, everybody can do what they want to do. It's a free country. But what bugs me is that everybody's at me. Oh, how could you believe in her? How could you like her stuff? I mean, you're so nice. Don't be fooled by her. And this would happen over and over again. And then, you know, if I gave some sort of, like, Xenia has made videos, you know, she has a vlog, and she's on Formspring, and she's on Twitter. And obviously she gets these accusations, and she gives an answer to them, a rebuttal. She even showed how she made one color. And if I tell these girls, well, why don't you watch this, then they get a little defensive at me. Oh, well, I'm still not going to believe in her. Well, you know, hey, don't try to change me then, you know. I think the last straw for me was, and the reason I'm making this video, is that somebody told me this. I said, okay, you know what? Can you send me links to all of these things that you're accusing her from? The links that she gave me really didn't prove what she was saying. One of them was something about some girl that Xenia let go because it was a non-paying job. I don't know, something about her being let go. Well, the reasons that they gave were not in that girl's vlog. I looked up that girl's vlog, and she says, yes, she was let go, but never ever accused her of the things that I was being told she was accused of, and she ended her you know, her statement by saying, I still love Lime Crime, according to this vlog that they're telling me to read. But it's still not giving me what she was being accused of in this situation of why she let her go was nowhere in that vlog. So again, What are people trying to prove to me? They're not proving to me anything. Just send me a bunch of stuff, and I'm sorry, but the media, online, anybody can do whatever they want. People know how to Photoshop things. People know how to, they can write whatever they want. So basically, still nothing was being proved to me. As far as I'm concerned, unless you walked into her house and took a picture of her or videotaped her, reselling these micas as is, then I'm not going to believe it. I'm sorry, because anybody could say anything about anybody. Trading company surely didn't go in there and videotape her, so, and so just a bunch of stuff. And finally, the last straw was they sent me these links that were basically really had nothing to do with the company, but just total, just garbage against Xenia herself. And honestly borders on the ridiculous. Well, I said, you telling me this doesn't mean anything to me. Give me links, show me where these things are said or whatever. And basically a few of them, like I said, it's just basically gossip. And one was that they said that they were able to get her computer's IEP address, and it was the same as this one and whatever. Like I said, to me, it could be Photoshopped. I don't know. But finally, the links they were sending me to were redirecting me to pornography websites. And when I tried to click out of these pornography websites, I couldn't. Which means it's trying to add a virus on my computer. I lost my last computer like that because it was just filled with viruses. Thank goodness I have a Mac now. And I was finally able to click out of these pornography websites. But obviously, it's trying to plant a virus into my computer. And that was the last straw for me. I said, everything you're telling me is just hearsay. Send me the links. The links that I finally found redirected me to a pornography website. No, that was the last straw for me. So I'm making this video to say, I like Line Crime. And get over it. I mean, seriously. Whatever happened with her fashion, whatever happened with her music, what the heck does that have to do with the product? I like the product. I love the product. Just leave me alone. I love Lime Crime. That's it. I'm me, and everybody's different. If you don't like Lime Crime, fine, you don't like Lime Crime. She repackages, fine, that's between her and God. I personally have, think she's got unique colors, but whatever. This dragon scales I've seen before because some company is selling this mica. Some company, whatever, this pigment or this color. Somebody's selling it. And people are buying it from the same company. They name it something different. To me, I got it from just her and another person. I don't think it's the same one as Max because it has such a deep red base. This nymph, I was even afraid to buy because the gold was so intense. I was afraid to get it at the time. I would have preferred a softer gold, but then when I started getting into browns, I said, what the heck? I'll use it as a highlight for my browns. And it's actually, I've just never seen a white gold as intense as this one. So yeah, she just revamped all her colors. She kept about, I think, 15 colors. She kept about 15 and supposedly did whole new formulas to them, made all of them vegan, and got it like 5 or 6 new colors, which I'll show you later on. So yeah, that's my rant. This week will be my black and gold. Black and gold, black and gold. So yeah, and that's going to be to close out actually, this is basically my last brown. Close out the fall with the gold and usher in the winter with the black. Okay, so I love you all. And, I'm just saying this just for the people. It hasn't been that many, but I'm just really tired of it. And after that happened, that was the last straw. I don't want to hear it no more. But still, it's just leave it alone. All right, bye. Love you.